Baleba. Apparently, it's over before it even began. Manchester United fans basically hearts breaking all across the internet.
God damn it.
From Simon Stone, from Ornstein, tier ones pouring ice cold water. Manchester United and interest in Brighton's Baleba. Apparently, he was keen for it. Brighton saying, we're not selling him, or at least saying it would have to take something that you're not even willing to pay to get him. And it's over before it started. I felt like a million voices cried out in agony when the tweet dropped from Ornstein that this was over. Brutal. United kind of catching mud. Why would you be briefing everyone and getting excited behind the scenes? Like, I felt like the reason why the Sesko move happened is because we were getting briefed that he was interested and it was kind of heating up. And then all of a sudden, I, for one, don't believe the tier ones are telling you what the clubs want you to hear. And I feel like Brighton.
I don't think it's dead yet.
Exactly. So United wants it out that it's over.
Right.
And so that could be a negotiating ploy. So being a tier one is just you're telling people
You're a mouthpiece.
The club what the club wants you to say, and that's the only reason why they're telling you anything, which is kind of strange. So it's actually not like impartial. It's just literally like I will say whatever narrative I will spin whatever narrative they want. So do United want to like pretend to go away? Because it'd be pretty bold for United to offer more than 100 million and for Brighton to say no. I think that's kind of crazy to just be like that confident that you could get more than 100+ million for Baleba. He's a good young prospect, but Isak is the player and he's 150. Like if you think about it, 27 best in the world, that's 150 million. So like 22 best prospect in the world. Can that be 100? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, the pricing of this player.
Well, they're looking at Moise Caicedo, who was probably slightly ahead of where Baleba is.
He was ahead.
He was slightly ahead, but he went for 115 million pounds. Apparently, that is the range of, sums of money that Brighton is looking for on this deal. I have to agree. I think, like, for a 21-year-old who is excellent, he has been terrific for them. He's got probably the highest ceiling of anyone in that position in the under-23s. 100 million. I feel like you would turn their head at 100 million. I feel like the way that United went about this made it seem like they had followed the playbook of all the three big transfers that came before it this summer in terms of how INEOS likes to do it. They go one at a time, they get the player on board, and then they also like brief the, hey, United is very much interested, maybe to put pressure on the club. But I think a player like him, 100 million, bro. 100 million is worth it all day because you look at this team. I watched him play against Fulham. He is the real fucking deal. And I know that's only Fulham, but you put him next to Bruno Fernandes with those players behind him and that like front three that was on the fucking front toe the whole game, just like also bailing out the midfield. He would be lights out, game changer, and worth 100 million because he can be the difference between top five, which is Champions League football, 100 million pounds, and maybe making Europa League because like he's that good.
No, he's worth whatever they want. I hate to say it.
115 million
to Manchester United, to this team is like INEOS has done a good job of doing some big deals and getting like EPL proven talent. And now we're like, okay, wow, we have like some solid attacking EPL proven talent. They're there. Okay, now we need to get like the best young and upcoming like central midfield player who can change the game for Manchester United, like unlock everything on the pitch for us. Because Casemiro's over the hill. You saw it today. You saw Ugarte come on and give the ball away. It's like you have to move on. You got to make big, bold moves if you want to push up the table. And I feel like Baleba can get you Champions League football. It's worth the 100 million. My suspicion is I think United will pay 100 million, but we want to structure it in a way that Brighton is not interested in. They want the money today. Yeah. United want to do some 6-year payment plan, 0% APR, no money down. Like that's like, and I think that's why the deal died is because Brighton's like, hey, we're not even going to entertain that because next year we can just get Liverpool, City, or some other club or Real Madrid to pay like full cash. And I feel like that's why there's no deal. It's because Brighton's not interested in structuring some big money transaction.
Then you overpay for them. You try and be creative and be like, all right, well, the fee is 100 up front. I'll give you 125 and then work with us on installments because That dude, 100. You pay that back with 1 year of Champions League football. And
But what do they have to lose? Like, I don't understand. It's like
they have the track record. They have an unbelievable track record of turning these deals around and selling play. I mean, how many clubs have sold multiple players in midfield for over 100 million pounds?
Yeah,
They've
but
done it
you're
twice.
like, I just feel like you got a big club. The player's young.
We need the player to fucking push for it. That would be the difference maker.
Dude, I can't. This is brinksmanship at the highest level. Be like,
100 million.
Brighton, this
100.
could go horrible.
He could
for
blow
Brighton.
his knee out, bro.
Exactly. I just can't believe that they're just going to roll the dice on 100 mil. Like, it's no thing. And it's not like he's going to get him Champions League. So it just becomes like you're talking about Champions League revenue, either side of the equation. And it's like, this kid isn't going to get you the 100 million. You're going to sell him next year. Are you going to get that much more? Plus, you have the risk you have to take on, and plus the wage differential if they bump his deal.
It's probably the
tough
installments.
for United.
It's probably the installments. You're probably right. It probably like we wanted to go, 1/5 over 5 years.
This is
and they're
brutal.
like, we want half now, half in a year.
It's not over. It's not like I'm full Muppet on this one because if
He'd be so good. He'd be so good. He's an
United need
unbelievable
to go again.
I know. We're close, dude.
We can't do this like incomplete team. You can't do it.
We've been doing it for years. We've been doing it for years.
Because you can't.
Almost
The
a
thing
decade.
about this is like he's the right guy, and we know it, and the manager wants him, and then we're gonna you cannot leave this up to next year because it's even a bigger of a racket right next year. Then you can't sign someone this year because you're holding the spot for him. It's like a Sancho 2-year saga that doesn't work.
Yep.
It's now or never. United season on the line. We can make something of it with a player like this. You're talking about the plan Bs from Crystal Palace. I'm like, I'm good. You can't be spending 70, 80 on
Wharton's
plan
a great
Bs.
player, but this guy's it.
Come on.
He's it. Dude.
Come
He's
on.
it.
You
He's
know,
it. No,
like-
he's it, dude. He's it.
You're
Wharton's excellent. He's a very good footballer, but he won't be cheap either. They're not going to give
no,
him.
but it's 70, 80, and then you're like, why don't I get the real
No, then
thing?
you won't get him
So
next
that's,
year.
It's
Also, you have a chance to
heartbreak.
get him. No one else is in for him right now. He's a player that, like, dude, if he
Santa
keeps
brought
going,
us
he could be
Cole.
150. He could be, and they've done good thus far, but they need to go all the way. Fuck it. You already
I'm
maxed
hard,
out. You've already
sir.
maxed out mom and dad's credit card, bro. Like, put money on the mortgage. Like, double down, bro. Second mortgage. Just keep going. Fuck it. Go.
it is worth the price.
Spend
to pay.
$85 million on
And
Anthony.
I'm
Give
not-
him 100 fucking million.
I'm not just look at this team today and look at Casemiro and be like, what do we need? The thing is, he can't pass it like Casemiro. He's a
No,
different type
what a
of
player.
player, right? So like,
He's got the legs.
He's not. Yeah, exactly. He's got the work rate. He's got the energy. I just feel like this is the type of signing we need to make. The fact that we're not going to do it begs a lot of questions about the front office and how we got here, where we're like almost there, but we can't punch through the final test to get the keeper, to get the midfielder, and then go again with. You can't just keep writing off seasons. How many seasons have we written off? And we're always looking for that next player, the next player, the next player. And I really feel something special about Amorim and giving him the ammo to really run this thing and go for it, because if he gets caught out with Casemiro and an injury and it's Ugarte and we're getting cooked, and it's like that, you can't. This is the fate of the manager, the fate of Manchester United. We can't be messing around with it.
And you said Collier on loan, not that he was the guy. He
Great point.
he needs a full season in champion. I'm actually very excited about his loan to West Brom that got announced in the last few days. That is a good move for him. He needs 30 games a season of just full on playing. But at the same time, we are thin in that position. Obviously, we don't have Europe, but Casemiro can get injured, and Ugarte it hasn't worked out thus far. And it's a bummer it hasn't, but like, you got to go all the way. He's the guy to get. Go get him now.